Welcome back. We're back.
We are back, finally.
Yeah, I know, it's been a minute. I had to go away, and
Did.
your car broke down, and we had a bunch of
Just real world problems.
real world. So I'm Mrs. Affleck. This is Mrs. Gyllenhaal. Go to the movies. Welcome back. Today, we are going to be talking about probably the biggest movie of the summer. I'd say the biggest.
Probably
release.
biggest movie of the year, I would say.
Yeah, okay.
I would say
You know
biggest
what?
movie
You're
year.
right. Biggest movie. Well, it's the biggest summer blockbuster to come out. But you're right.
Yep. I know.
Most anticipated movie of the year for sure.
100%.
Especially by us. We went and saw it last night. Today's Friday. Last night was the Thursday night showing. I am fucking exhausted, so I don't know where all this energy is coming from.
Yeah.
We went to the 10:30 showing.
Got home at like 2:30.
Yeah,
something like that.
2:30-ish.
We talked briefly about it.
We did have a little powwow after the movie just to kind of debrief our initial thoughts. And I'm gonna let you talk first. Let's preface this. We're going spoiler free.
Yeah.
We don't want to ruin this for anybody because there's a lot of assholes out there that will do whatever they can to ruin this movie for a lot of people that have.
Myself included.
We'll get to that for sure, but
because this is spoiler free, we are going to keep it fairly brief as well, because
Yeah.
to delve too much into it, unfortunately, is going to give away a lot of the plot points
For
of the
sure.
movie. So I have just a really brief thing that I have to say about this movie. To me, we're starting now, right? I can just start talking about it? I can start talking about it?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
This movie to me felt basically 3 hours of fan service.
Do they know it's 3 hours? Can we tell them that?
3 hours. Just
Go on.
little sips.
3 hours of
3
fans.
hours of fan service. But that being said, none of it felt cheap. It all felt warranted. And I felt like as a fan, I felt as an audience member, the movie was treating us like they're rewarding us for our dedication to the series. And they subverted, we talked about this as well, they subverted so many expectations in ways that didn't feel cheap. It all made sense to the story. And it made it, for me, like way more engaging than I thought it was going to be. Like everybody's arc was just completely off what I thought the movie was going to be.
Fair enough.
And for that, I mean, really quick, I loved this movie. Like I straight up loved this movie.
I'm in the same boat. I loved this movie so much, and for me, I told you this story last night where last year before Infinity War came out, I was kind of off the Marvel train.
You were, yep.
I had fallen off, and I was kind of over it, and I never felt that it was a waste of time, but I just thought that it was like we had just been over inundated with so many of these movies for so long.
Yeah.
And I got to the point where I fell off because there were so many, and I was like, oh, which ones did I miss?
Oversaturation.
Exactly, oversaturation. I'm like, oh, I didn't see Thor 2, and then I didn't see Ragnarok, and I didn't check out like Black Panther in theaters, and I didn't check out, like it just kind of like I fell off, and then Infinity War came out last year around this time, and went and saw Infinity War with zero expectation. I went in because it was like, all right, like this is the biggest Marvel movie at that point. Like that was the biggest Marvel movie. I went in with like zero expectations of that, and it blew me away. Yeah. But there was also like so many things where I was like, wait, how did we get here? How, oh shit. Like I had to go back, and I made the decision. I was like, all right, like Infinity War sucked me right back in. So I was like, all right, I have to watch from start to finish. Right. So I took about a week in May last year and watched all 20 movies in within that week. And oh my God, it sucked me back in so hard. And what they have pulled off here with Endgame is one of the most impressive cinematic universes that's ever been built. Well, it is the most
absolutely
impressive cinematic universe that's ever been built. Yeah. And it would take a miracle for anyone else to surpass this.
I agree. Just the sheer scope of of this project, and I think that's why. I mean, if I were to take this movie, you have to look at this movie through the lens of what they've been doing for the last 11 years. You can't look at it, unfortunately, as just like as a one-off. It's literally an 11-year payoff that we're seeing, and the Russo brothers do such a good job of handling so many characters, and they took their time. And like Marvel, you have to give it to Marvel.
Well, and you know that it's not just the Russo brothers. You know that Taika Waititi is sitting in there. You know that James Gunn was sitting in there at some point.
Exactly.
Before he got fired and rehired. You know that
John Favreau.
Favreau. Yeah, like Favreau's been in multiple movies, like he's in Homecoming, he's in all the Iron, so he's the godfather. You're right, the godfather of the whole thing.
Right.
So and Kevin Feige obviously as well. He's overseen all of it. Right. And Kevin Feige is a fucking genius.
Absolutely, I agree.
So you know that they all those directors went into, they had their own little writer's room. I guarantee it that they all went into this locked room in an office somewhere and just all right, this is where we want to get to. So Ragnarok's got to do this, and
absolutely.
Guardians has got to do this. And
they all had their own little their babies in there. Do you know what I mean? And that being said, something I also want to touch, and this isn't a spoiler by any means. One thing I thought was truly great is this is what part of the reason why the movie's 3 hours long is everybody got their chance to shine.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like there was nobody that I felt shortchanged with.
No.
No character that I felt shortchanged with. And like I said, you got to look through the lens of what they've been doing, how they've been setting this up. And for me, I thought this movie was fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic.
It's incredible, and it's well worth the 3 hour sit to watch. I
could have sat through more. I 100% could have sat through more.
We both said that at the end, where it was you know what, if that had gone on for another 2 hours,
totally fine.
I don't think we would have noticed.
Yeah, it flew by. When the movie ramps up, it to me anyways, it does flew by.
It absolutely
in the best way possible. You're just engaged, and so as for a rating,
I think we're both in agreement.
I'm gonna go. I have to give this a 0.
It's a 0.
0 The Last Jedi.
0. Yeah, it's so. If you're unfamiliar with our rating system, it's 0 to 5. The Last Jedi. 0 being best movie of the year. 5 being absolute dog shit. Yeah. Avengers Endgame is it's a 0.
Absolutely.
It hits. It's like.
And I was right about how cathartic and how exciting it was. It just hit on all these notes in all the right ways.
Yeah.
That I left that movie literally completely satisfied, and I don't know what other praise I can give it.
No,
than that.
and I mean, yeah, there is a lot of, almost no words.
Yeah, you almost
it's really hard to talk about it without spoiling.
This is literally a time when we say go to the movies, and we absolutely mean it.
Go see it
as soon as you can.
And get tickets immediately. We're going again. Oh yeah, I think tomorrow. So
absolutely.
Yeah, it's another.
The only downside now, and I kind of touched on this when we looked at the trailer, is what now? Because that was I was so looking forward to the movie, and now it's over.
I know, and it's
the review part's over, but you can keep watching.
Yeah, for sure. we're just babbling. But dude, remember when we were talking about the.
Yes.
Right? And how that... But when... And also, Thor's... What we see in the trailer of dun, 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 dun. Oh shit, that shit is dope,
dude.
But I think ultimately at the end of the day, go see the movie. immediately.
Yeah.
Like right, just
Turn this video
Why are
off.
you watching this
Yeah,
video?
stop.
Why are you listening to us? Fucking go watch Avengers Endgame now.
Yeah.
Disney wants your money.
And I'm happily give it to them again for this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's great to be back.
We're pumping out more content. We
We're gonna
promise.
be like it's oh yeah, we'll be doing multiple videos weekly from now on. We don't have a set schedule yet, but fuck it, we don't need one. We're kind of at the mercy of whatever comes to us.
Absolutely.
For the most part. Yeah. So, for this episode of Jared and Lincoln Go to the Movies, I'm Lincoln.
I'm Jared.
Go to the movies!